Hello there, crafty friends. I am back with another Project Life spread in my Scrappy spiral notebook. This is documenting week 8. So I'm slowly catching up. I think I'll be caught up after this. So I'm excited because finally I will be able to be documenting in real time. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and be using this. These are just cards from Becky Higgins Project Life cards. I believe it's called no, it's not called Odds and Ends. I can't remember. I think a Front Porch maybe, or Home. I can't remember. I'll have to check what it's called, but it's rather old and stuff, so you probably might not want it anyway, but it's cute. I like the patterns and the pastel colors in this card kit, so I'm going to be using that. I've already printed my pictures in different sizes. I have a 2x2, a couple 3x4s, and a 1 4x6. So I'm going to just walk you through my week here. The top picture here that I'm stamping on is a picture of my husband and boys. They're racing Hot Wheels. They made like this little track. And I apologize ahead of time. You guys are going to hear my Frenchie snoring. She's right next to me and she is dozed off. So I do apologize for that in the background. Anyway. They decided that they would buy some tracks and race them for pinks, and so my husband bought like a pack of Hot Wheels, and they all got to pick them, and then they got to swap them, and whoever won got to keep the car. And I thought that was super cute, and I wanted to document that because my husband he's been traveling a lot and he hasn't had a chance to be with the boys, so that was nice. And while we were away, my husband took my youngest son to go watch Dogman in theaters, so they had fun and they enjoyed their time together. So I definitely wanted to put that picture in there as well. I love to see the boys bond together. I know it's always mom with all the kids, but when my husband does it, I just feel like it's exciting because they don't rarely get to be with him. So that's nice. So I'm just documenting here. I used a couple of labels from Ellie's Studio and went ahead and adhered it here. Added my week number with stamping that with my, I believe it's a Ellie's Studio stamp as well. I'll try to put it here as well. And then I move over to the bottom part of my page here. The right hand side is a picture of of my food. We went out on a date, my husband and I, and so this is date night, and we have this place that we go to in downtown, and the food's really good there. Every time that we go to Morro Bay, we hit up, because this owner has 2 restaurants, and it's House of Juju, and so we always go there, and since we have one here in town, we go there a lot. And so that's one of our go-to places. So we happened to stop by and I had some shrimp tacos, and that's usually my that I order there. They also have really good sliders and burgers and stuff like that. So, and they have really good clam chowder. Anyway, I wanted to document that. These are just little heart sprinkles from Doodlebug Design. Added that in the middle, and then I wanted to add this sticker that was given to my son for being a Sanger Warrior Scholar athlete. He said, "Here, Mom, you can add it in your in your scrapbook," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll use it." He's like, "I don't think I'll use it," and I was like, "All right." So, and this happens to mark my son's award assembly. They had awards for the past semester or quarter, or however I think it's quarter. He got the high honor roll, and so I wasn't able to attend because I had to go to work. I had a couple girls be out, and so I couldn't miss. So my husband got to be there, and I told him to take lots of pictures, and so he did, and so I was happy about that. I use these little stickers from Ellie's Studio and added a star, and then just documented a little bit about what he received, and added this on the back of this card. This card is actually from, it's an Everyday Explorer kit, and I love what it says. You'll have to pause the video in order to see what it says because it goes by so fast I can't even read it. But I thought it was suitable, you know, with him getting his award, and, you know, I wanted just to showcase that. So I used my mini cinch to add the holes in, and added that quickly in the spiral binding there. That was easy peasy. So then I move over to the right hand side, and I decided to make a flip up here because I wanted to document my son's field trip to the train depot, and I unfortunately was unable to attend as well. Usually I chaperone all my kids' field trips, but now that I'm a working mom, I don't get that luxury anymore. Of course, it's by choice because I don't have to work. My husband tells me you don't have to work, but I want to because it just gives me some sorts of independence. So anyway, I do it because I want to. So yeah, there's some sacrifices that you have to make, but it's okay. And so I added this little envelope here that I thought would be perfect to add these little pictures in, because I wanted to add extra pictures here, and I wanted to stamp on the right hand side. So I do end up trimming this picture in order for it to fit so that the envelope could close. And so I was trying to find the perfect size here, and I finally end up finding it. And it's a picture of my daughter going through the tons of shelves of books. We have a local bookshop next to our library, and it only opens on Saturdays. And when we remember, we race over there because they close, I believe, at 1. And so, you know, we sleep in, and so we have to rush over there. And I happen to remember. And good thing we went because we found, and then they had a book sale, so that was cool too. And we scored 5 books. So luckily for me, I found 3, and then my daughter found 2. So this was a perfect time to bring out Jennifer's Bookish Vibes, a stamp set from Syncopation Design. I'll go ahead and leave all that information in the description so that you can purchase yours. These are great to document your books and any journaling pages that you want to add in your notebooks or journals or scrapbooks. It's perfect. And so I added a couple here, and I couldn't wait to work with these stamps, and I decided that I would use this stamp that says Diversify Your Shelf. And then I added my journaling with some clear sticker paper, and I quickly just added one that says less people, more books on the top of the envelope there. And then I added my journaling here, and I do use the block because I didn't want my ink to smudge. I let it dry ideally, but then you want to get out the air bubbles because since it's clear you can see it. So that's my little trick that I do. And then I used this stamp that said Bookish. I do apologize for some reason every time that I'm stamping my camera keeps moving, so disregard that. I apologize for that. And so then I do decide that I would use some of these different genre seals to put on the top squares. I thought that it would be perfect. And so I do end up putting in this sport romance because my daughter picked up a book about, I can't remember, I think it was hockey or something, I'm not sure. So she picked up that one. She picked up a couple of romance books, and then this dystopian seal here. And I was trying to find another seal that I thought went well with my books, but I didn't find one that I wanted. I thought maybe poetry, but I was like, no. So I was like, okay, I'll just use this cute little shelf, and it had books and a little daisies in a little vase, and I thought that was super cute, and I added that in there. And at first I thought, you know, I'll color these in, but I was afraid that I wasn't going to look good with the colored background, so I decided not to. But I do end up bringing out my Crayola Super Tips because I know these won't bleed through. Alcohol markers are awesome, but they're really thick. They bleed really through the pages. So I thought it'd be safe, play it safe, and use a couple of these markers to color in my little bookshelf here. I try to match the colors that were in the background, like the pinks and the blues and the yellows and green, just because it's plant, right? So, and then I tried to get the brown that was closest to that wood grain on that top corner there in that square. And just quickly colored this in. I thought it looked cute. I thought it gave it that pop of color that it needed. And then I felt like it needed something above that little envelope because there's like a little blank space there. And it was kind of bugging me. So, I do end up at the very end using the little heart because there's a little heart in that stamp set, and I thought that'd be perfect. So I do end up stamping the 2 hearts at the very end. And oh, I forgot to document about my son's field trip, and then I forgot to date it there. In the picture, my son is in the red vest, and then his best friend's up in the front, and those two are so adorable. They've been writing letters to each other through the mail, like pen pals. And did you ever do that when you were a kid? I had lots of pen pals, and I absolutely loved getting mail. It's just, and till this day, I still love sending happy mail and receiving happy mail from friends from all over. And so I feel that it's just carried on, and I thought it's super cute. So anyway, so yeah, I just decided that I would add the little hearts in, and I do. And for some reason, the second heart that I stamped, maybe I pressed a little too hard because the outline was a little dark, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. I just quickly stamp it here, and then I do end up getting a pink marker to fill in the hearts there. And I do try to darken the other heart a little bit, but unfortunately it wasn't as thick as the bottom one there. So anyway, it's fine. I'm okay with that. And then I think the last thing that I needed was a tab for this flip up here, because if you're looking at it, you won't know that you have to flip that card up. So I thought that I would pick one tab, and thought maybe a label, but I was like, no, it wasn't the right shade. So then I remembered that I had a little left over from that one card from my date night, and so I brought out my Stampin' Up punch and cut out a tab in that same color, which will match the whole card set, and so it was perfect. So I do end up using some of my art glitter glue there because I feel like I can move it around a little bit, and with the ATG gun I feel like it's a little bit less movable, so I just use that. And then I use my Tim Holtz mini attacher here, and then this is it, guys. This is my final layout. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm wishing you a fabulous week, and stay tuned for another Project Life week spread. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.